Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Pattern Shift on Dr. T TV. I'm Dr. T, and this is the place where we shift reactions into intentions so we can all live our most elevated life. The pattern shift today is shifting from medicating to manifesting. And this is a really good one because while there are certain reasons, medical reasons, certain reasons that medication is a very powerful strategy that can be very, very life-saving and life-enhancing. I'm really focusing on the medicating that is going on in this world that um, is actually making things worse, is actually not addressing the issue, but just trying to treat the symptoms and creating more dependency on itself when medicating something is a little bit more complex and less likely in some cases to actually get the outcome you want as as it would be if you were manifesting. So everywhere where any of you are medicating, where you feel like that may not actually be the strategy you want, and I know every situation is different, I want to be very clear. Anywhere where you are medicating something that you just feel like, I'm just trying to quell these symptoms. I'm just trying to kind of tolerate life, and it's not really empowering you, and it's not really solving the issue, and it's not really giving you the exact life that you want. I'm really going to invite you to replace medicating with manifesting and to make that pattern shift. Now, this is one that I'm really inviting you all to be very discerning with this because I understand there are very particular reasons that the strategy of medication is completely and totally strategic and appropriate. As an emotional scientist who has been helping emotionally sensitive people for years, seeing all kinds of self-medication and addiction and a lot of different coping strategies and kind of calming strategies and tolerating strategies where those things have turned into creating a bunch more problems and a whole albatross of issues. I'm really talking about making a replacement instead of medicating, that you put manifesting in that so that you're really in charge instead of needing a medication to make a pattern shift for you that you can actually make on your own, right? This is why I love emotional training and why my whole life is devoted to it, and why I love helping people with my company, drtracyinc.com or Dr. Tracy Inc. over at drtracyinc.com with our amazing team of world-class emotional trainers. Because what we notice is that if medicating was working for all the things that it's supposed to work for, then people would feel a lot better, but that's not necessarily the case for everyone. So everywhere where you would have medicated, and let's just use an example. Say, you feel overwhelmed at the end of the day, and so you do self-medicating with some, let's use alcohol, and where you're self-medicating because you're trying to avoid the feeling of stress and avoid, essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to avoid all the patterns that you absorbed all day long that are kind of running there. And so there's this whole thing of I want to tamp that down. And what's going on is there's a lack of understanding about our powerful creative abilities of manifestation. And so instead of I got to avoid these feelings, I got to, you know, quell all of this stress, I really invite you to put in the place of medicating, to put in its place manifesting. Because say, for example, you're using medicating like drinking, or using medicating some sort of pharmaceuticals benzodiazepines or whatever it is, and you're trying to chill out. I really invite you to know that you can manifest this by simply focusing on the pattern. So say if you wanted to feel calm, you could manifest calmness by focusing on calmness, right? Rather than, oh my God, I'm anxious, I'm anxious, I'm anxious. You can manifest what you want. If you want to feel more energized at the end of the day, you can focus on energy. You can manifest what you want instead of medicating what you don't want. And that's a whole paradigm shift for everyone and our whole society. So here's an example. I was we were recently doing one of our private recovery retreats for a client, and I was researching some things for their program. And one of the things I was researching was about magnesium, which is one of my favorite minerals and supplements, and just, it's awesome. And so I went and read about magnesium a little bit more to understand even more about it, having utilized it in my life for a long time and in the lives of my clients. And I started reading about magnesium, and I just felt the magnesium. I just felt actually the properties of magnesium. I felt a whole infusion of magnesium. And uh, it was basically because, having trained myself emotionally for so long, I can just, I could just the mere mention of something, and I can go ahead and receive all the benefits of it. So I really want to invite all of you to replace medicating with manifesting, and really, be discerning about where that that's right for you. And of course, um, you know, I am not your physician. I am a psychologist who helps people focus on emotional patterns and what it is that they want in place of what it is that isn't working for them. And so you can replace medicating yourself through life with manifesting. And that's an invitation that I'm giving you, with a few disclaimers here, just to make sure that everybody really tracks through the recommendations here, and the invitation, I should say, to check this out for yourself. So instead of medicating, really go ahead and just connect to, what do you want to manifest? And if you want to manifest feeling calm, feeling chill, feeling good, just focus on that. That's what you can manifest. And it will be highly, highly effective, and potentially, depending on who you are, more effective than just taking a medication and hoping that that can do everything. So this is one pattern shift, right? This is a big one. And if you feel that this will help other people, go ahead and share it, because a lot of people are taking medication that isn't working. And part of why it isn't working is because you can take a medication, you can take a medication like for your thyroid. However, if all of your emotional patterns are all, super stressful, that medication for your thyroid can't really do what it's supposed to do, because all of these emotional patterns are more powerful than the medication, right? So in this way, your emotional patterns are the medication. And that is a really, really amazing thing that I want to invite you all to, and replace it knowing that your manifesting powers is the big medicine of life. It is the prescription. And I invite you to, check this out and apply it to your life where it makes sense for you, and enjoy all the benefits of that. All right, everyone. So this is just one bit of the emotional training process that we do at Dr. Tracy Inc. You can check us out if you want to know more about it. And thanks for tuning in for this one. There's going to be more to come, and we'll see you next time. Take care.